Hey guys, Boomer here for Caravel Gaming, and you guys have demanded it for a long period of time, so Ribbo is in fact back, as you can see in the top left hand of the screen, and we're going to be walking through an arena on my account, and hopefully continuing the rather limited success I would say I've had so far at the game. At least I haven't broke the account yet. But that's about as far as it goes with me.
Haven't gone busto.
Not quite. I am in profit.
Fake gold.
Yeah. It's real to me, damn it. Okay, let's see what options we have. Yeah, it's a Ribbo video, so obviously we get a pally, don't we? So it's only problem being I've already done a pally video, but it is yeah, the only one I'd probably take Hunter over Warrior. But shall we just go through?
Why is that though? Why is that? Because you can have something ridiculous with Hunter. Is that what you think?
Yeah, I think so. For the moment, I think Hunter's probably.
Let me ask you another question. I mean, ultimately, like when you play I don't know. Like people have different goals. My goal is always 7 wins. Yeah. Like my goal is never like 15 or 20 wins or something like that. You know, it's never just to like go for the class that can just go unbeaten and crush everything, but it's always just to try to get to 7 wins.
Yeah.
And I think Warrior's better at getting to 7 wins than Hunter.
Yeah, I think
because of all the weapons. I just think the weapons are really nice and give you a chance. I
think Pally's strictly better than both of them, but I think you're right in that Hunter's more likely.
I think Hunter is more likely to get to 12 wins.
Yeah, exactly. I think Hunter's more likely to get to 12, but Warrior's more likely to just be okay. I found the same sort of rings true with Shaman. So since I did Pally, we'll pass on him for this time.
Why? I mean, you don't have 1 billion gold. Play your strongest class and try and do well with it.
Yeah, fair enough. Out of these, I probably prefer the Twilight Drake the most. Mind Control Tech's pretty good as well. Secret Keeper, I'm not interested in at all, but I kind of like Twilight Drake. The only thing the only thing holding me back from that is that Pally has a lot of force.
Well, yeah, I mean, I say that in a lot of my videos, there's a lot of 4s you would take. Also, I think Pally's quite fast.
Yeah, I would agree.
Generally, like, Twilight Drake can sometimes turn out to be, like, nothing better than a 4/4 by the time you play it.
Yeah.
I would take the Mind Control Tech there because it's an important 3-drop, you know. It's like 3 for a 3/3 is kind of what you want.
Yeah, you don't want 3 unless it's Harvest Golem. You don't want 3 for 2 power for 3 or anything like that. So
I was saying, right. So we've got so much going on at 4 mana, and Twilight Drake sometimes is worse than Chillwind Jetty in these kind of decks. It's like a silenceable and worse Chillwind Jetty. It can be like a 4/4 that can be turned into a 4/1. There's a lot of Pally stuff going on that you want at sort of 2 mana as well. Like, because you're going to take the Argent Protectors when they turn up and things like that.
Knife Jugglers as well, you're obviously going to take.
Like, 3 mana, I think, is often something that you can be a little bit short of. And it's not a special guy, 3 for 3/3, but I'd definitely take the Mind Control Tech.
I mean, you get Tilt Equity as well with your opponent when you obviously take their best guy. Ugh. Bad card. I think Noble Sacrifice is probably the best of a bad bunch here. If your opponent
it's okay. You know, it interacts well with a few other cards as well, like Cult Master and Knife Juggler and stuff like that.
Yeah,
it's okay. It's better than the other 2, and that's
wow.
All you can... I think you just carry on with the slightly. I mean, you could take the Stormwind Knight. You know, I'm not. Yeah, I guess yeah. I like the Voodoo Doctor's okay as well.
I think Knight's just better than the other ones.
Yeah. Still pretty weak.
I mean, this has been pretty weak so far. I mean, there's a. I mean, I'm not too sure on a school of thought.
Bloodsail Raider's fine.
Yeah, I think it's something that we kind of need to have a discussion on the channel at one point. It's like, what point do you just stop taking the best card? I think that early on in Arena, you pretty much just take the best card, but there has to be a point where you...
No, not at all. Even right at the start, I mean, because you, like, especially with Pally, because there's just so much at 4 mana that you're fighting with. You know, like, the Twilight Drake's a lot better in some other classes.
Yeah.
Like, it's a lot stronger with Priest and stuff like that, where you can heal it back up, where if you got, like, a potentially, like, a slightly slower deck. But I don't see Pally as being that slow. Like, if you're playing, like, Warlock, you know, and you've drawn a couple of cards, it can be like a 4/8. It's obviously ridiculous. Yeah. But I think Pally's just like a little bit faster.
Yeah. Worgen I'm probably happiest with here out of these three. I think Crocolisk is probably it's not the worst 2-drop, but it's certainly not the one.
I think a 2/3 is fine. I quite like 2/3s actually, especially when you get the Shattered Sun Cleric. I mean, you turn it into a 3/4 because if you had a 3/2 and you put a Shattered Sun Cleric on it, it becomes a 4/3. It still trades with their 3/2. Whereas if you got a 2/3, it becomes a 3/4, and it eats their 3/2 and lives. So, you know, there's definitely spots where the 2/3 is better than the 3/2. Also, the 2/3 survives stuff like, you know, Shock and Arcane Shot and stuff like that. So it can survive a lot of your opponent's 1 mana spells.
Yeah.
So, you know, and it survives a Noble Sacrifice and stuff like that. So there's arguments. So, you know, I'm quite a fan of having 2/3s. Yeah. But Raging Worgen's obviously,
yeah, I think he's obviously fine.
Fine.
Especially with this. You know, it's like
they're all okay.
They're all fine. I mean, Dreadcore.
You don't have any weapons.
Yeah. It's like cost naught if you have a True Silver or how if you, but it's
like playing a Worgen and putting Blessing of Kings on it's amazing.
Yeah.
Because you get a 7/7 and then obviously enrages.
Yep. Out of this lot, Stormwind Champion's probably the best card. Spiteful Smith is fine, but
probably the best.
Yeah.
Obviously
it obviously is the best.
Yeah, it's fucking nuts making 2/2s.
That'll be a consecration then. I think Guardian of Kings is okay, but nothing special. Still no weapons. I don't mind Hand of Protection at all. I don't think you can
wait on the 2-drops. I think you do have to pick them up while you can. You will get a weapon. That's just the way you've got to think.
Avenging Wrath. Yay! Not Doomsayer. Wow. Consecration versus Blessing of Kings. I think Consecration is slightly better than Blessing of Kings.
Seems fine.
Yeah. Seems fine to pick up the second. I mean, it's the second of whichever one we have. I think that it's fine. For those of you who did see my last video, I picked up 4 in that video, so let's see how many we can get this time. 3rd Blood Cell Raider. I mean, the other 2 are pretty much unplayable, so... It's a weapon.
It's a shame that Frostwolf Warlord's there, isn't it? Because he's pretty crazy in Pally. He can be like 7/7, 8/8, stuff like that. Yeah. But like one Light's Justice in Arena is absolutely fine. So I'm happy picking up a Light's Justice there. And with the 3 Blood Cell Raiders, they're basically going to be a 3/3 for 2 mana when you play it.
Awesome, yeah.
So, yeah, I'll take the Light's Justice there.
I ended up with the Frostwolf Warlord, I think, overall. Scarlet Crusader, I think, is the best card out of these.
You got 2 Consecrations. Ogre Magi is like 4 for a 4/4. It's a decent enough body.
Yeah, I mean, I do like Ogre Magi, I've got to admit.
Youthful Brewmaster's also, like, fine.
It's fine. I've got nothing to really combo it with at the moment, apart from, like, resetting Frostwolf Warlord or something like that, but...
Pick up your mind control tech.
Yeah. I think Scarlet Crusader's the best card here, really, although Ogre Magi definitely does. I've got an Avenging Wrath as well, so that
I'll take the Ogre. I'm not a huge fan of Scarlet Crusader. It's okay, but
It's bad against... Yay! It's bad against certain classes, for sure. But, you know, that's true silver champion. We obviously pick it up. Definitely looking for some earlier drops at this point, because you can see we've already gone 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're definitely looking for early drops here. Which is why we get a 5, a 6, and a 5, and I'm going to take Boulder Fist Ogre. Fourth Bloodsail Raider.
Yeah. This is why I would like that 1-drop weapon.
Blessing of Might, Hand of Protection, Holy Light. I mean, Divine Shield's a thing, right?
I think Hand of Protection's fine here because you can make like the 2-3 on turn 2, and then on turn 3 you can make like another 2-3, bubble up the first one to beat up their guy. You know, so
Seems
yeah, I think Hand of Protection's fine.
Cult Master's nuts in Paladin. Darkscale Healer and Guardian are both fine, but I think Cult Master's just better. We are raising a lot of 4s here, but I think that's just what Pally does. And I think Cult Master's just awesome in this. Need some early drops to go with it, but I think it's worth it to pick it up there. Follow the rules. Again, Cobra's fine, but I think Peacekeeper's just awesome. So
Okay, yeah. And like I said, you know, I definitely would have took the weapon.
yeah,
Farseer, obviously, is fine.
Yeah.
Okay. I definitely would have taken the 1-drop weapon.
so we've got Hammer of Wrath versus Guardian of Kings. Maybe looking a bit towards stuff to finish up off. Maybe Guardian. I mean, Hammer's fine too. I think these are both fine. It's like as long as you don't pick Magma Rager here. Might go with Guardian here, actually.
Okay. Yeah. It's close.
So we've got a Worgen Infiltrator and a Bluegill Warrior and a Boulder Fist. I don't think I can afford to take another Boulder Fist at this point. I really need early drops.
I like Worgen Infiltrator.
Yeah.
He's a good guy.
Yep.
I'd definitely always pick him if I get a chance, really.
Yeah, good guy Infiltrator. Yay! Second champion, so... Nothing to really... Third champion, the other two both cost 4 and aren't as good as True Silver Champion. Oh, we got a Swampoos.
Yeah, Dread Course is nice as well with...
3 True Silver Champions, but I think the use is...
Obviously the Swampoos is better.
Yeah. Worgen, another Frostwolf Warlord. I mean, looking at our curve, we're like 2-3 shed loads on 4 and then like nothing after it.
Yeah, but you're going to be doing so much with your 4-drops. I mean, because that's the thing, even if you get... You know, you can still make, like, on turn 6 a 4-drop and make a 1-1 on the side.
Yeah.
Warlord's pretty good. Look at those 3-drops. You only got 4.
4 3-drops, yeah.
So, probably do need another 3-drop.
Yeah, I think we need the Worgen here, which is a shame, but I think we do need it. Ugh. Bad cards are bad.
You don't really have any death rattle to use the redemption with.
No. I don't think we have any death rattle, if I'm right here.
You've only really got the ability on the Cult Master that's technically...
Yeah, technically you draw a card off that, yeah. So then it comes to between Rifleman and Corehound. It's like, what a choice to have to make. I mean, the Rifleman occasionally like buddies up with one of your guys to kill something with its ability, but I don't think it's anywhere near as good as the Commander. And Corehound just dies every time it gets played. It's 9-5. I think I'm probably dictated a little too by curve here. I'm probably taking the Rifleman, but...
No, it's your choice.
Yeah, I'll take the Rifleman.
They're all pretty bad.
Yeah. Another Noble Sacrifice, a Frostwolf Grunt, and a Frost Elemental.
Well, the Noble Sacrifice works well with the Cult Master.
Yep.
But... can be unimpressive at times.
Yeah.
I think the Frost Elemental's fine here.
Yeah. And our final pick is A-Bomb, Sun Fury Protector, and Corsair. I think it's just Sun Fury Protector here, isn't it? That's a pretty good pick. We still need probably one more 2-drop. And... yeah, seems fine to me. So, yep, take that.
I think your deck's really missing the Light's Justice, though.
Yeah, probably is.
With those 4 Bloodsail Raiders.
Yeah.
Like, that would have been a really cool thing to be able to make 3/3s for 2 mana.
Yeah. And eventually we will get a game.
Yeah, wait time 1 second to 7 seconds. Time in queue 25 seconds. Like, something's wrong there.
And we're up versus a mage.
I mean, we'd have much preferred all those 2/3s to have been like the old Worgen, but what are you going to do?
Yeah, what are you going to do here? I'm actually tempted to chuck everything back to give...
No, you keep the true silver champion, obviously. You chuck the rest back.
Yeah.
You could even keep the noble sacrifice.
Yikes. Champ's going to be doing some work.
You can keep the champion because you had the coin, so...
Yeah. Draw my... It's like, didn't I have like 5, 6 drops and 7 drops in total? It's like, have them all. Awkward situation. I mean, I could just make a dude.
Not awkward at all. Yeah, just make a dude. Just make a dude. Coin out the true silver champion next turn and get beating stuff up. Then when you make something that's too big, you hold the Peacekeeper it. Awesome. That is fine. Like, people love the Demolishers. It's like, oh no, I'm taking 1 damage.
Yeah.
I'm so sad.
I am sad at this. I am sad at this chain of events. No Yetis, no Dark Iron Dwarfs, but I think that our falls turned out to be pretty insane, really, for the most part.
So he's put some bait down there,
yeah.
If you noticed. He's probably got like a 4-drop or something he doesn't want to play there.
Yeah. But since we've got backup True Silver, I think it's just...
No,
fine.
you've got Bloodsail Raider.
Yeah, that too.
It's just 6/3. Beat up the 2/3?
Yep.
You could even put the shield.
Yeah, I'm actually tempted to bubble it, but the mage can just deal with it deal with the bubble quite easily. But
no, he can't.
well, without you, he can lose his whole turn dealing with the bubble.
Yeah, you could have got a polymorph, you know, you can do that, but he can't even polymorph there because it still trades with the 2/1, you know. So there you go. He's left with a couple of crap minions.
Almost seems like a waste of True Silver. This, like, I'm actually tempted to just
no,
make
it doesn't. It's not a waste at all. You can get stuff off of the board.
I was actually tempted to just make Worgen and Blood. Well, I can't make Worgen and make a dude, but either way, that just gets traded for his ability. So don't really want to trade my Raging Worgen for his like mage ability if I can avoid it.
I mean, you want to be focusing on your big guys now, obviously, because he's getting up to Flame Strike.
Yep.
But the thing is, you can just make a big Boulder Fist Ogre and then, like, pacify his guy the turn after.
Yeah. Another Demolisher.
Okay. Just make a big Ogre.
I mean, this guy's just as big. I could just make 2 guys smack his Demolisher up and have to...
No, the Ogre's very hard for... He can't even fireball it.
Yeah.
Just beat up his 1/4.
And gain 1 life while doing it. Like, I have all the Demolishers.
Like, because he might put his own big guy down there to sort of counter it, and then you can just turn it into like a 1/5 or a 1/6 or something, and beat it up with your Ogre and take a whole point of damage. There we go, we get the fireball out of him. Oh, we're definitely playing him.
Yep, there goes his 2/1.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just make Worgen most manner.
Okay.
Yep. Ah, come here.
You don't have to drag to cast, you can click, can't you?
Yep.
But yeah, if you want to place it correctly, you kind of have to drag. So let's see whether he got a Flame Strike.
I mean, it's just a 2-for-1 and he's 2 cards down if he does it, so I'm not...
This Frostwolf Warlord potentially is pretty big.
Yeah. Okay.
That seems a bit stupid, really.
Still losing your Pyromancer.
Don't quite understand that play, but there we go.
Yeah. I can actually make a dude make the Warlord and then trade off.
Or you can make a dude, make the Warlord next turn.
True.
So maybe you just make Guardian of Kings here.
Seems fine.
Yeah.
And just kill this.
Might have even have killed Direwolf Alpha there, because he can't play any more spells then without killing his own guy anyway.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
He flame strikes, he kills his own dude, yeah.
I hear you got a problem.
Okay.
Now, lucky!
There's no better play than that, is there?
Well, there is. Let's think about it. I mean, you could beat up the 2/2 first, and then you will have like a 45% chance, maybe 40% chance of hitting the rogue 5 times out of 8. So you could wait for him to uncloak that for a turn. I think you just make 3 guys here.
Yeah. Do you make one with the ability, or do you just use Blood Cell Raiders?
I think you can afford to do the Blood Cell Raiders here. Like, he has to have exactly a Flame Strike to piss you off.
Anything to do with positioning that you're
No,
worried about here?
no, you don't care about Cone Cold.
Do you kill his 2/2 or just go for him?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course you kill it 2/2. So he can, like, Flame Strike and hit you for 7 and still, like, not really look so good.
All the stealth in the world is on the board at this point in time.
I agree, he's taking a fair chunk there, so he knows you've got 2 more cards in his hand, so he has to play defensive.
Yeah.
Yay! See, that's changed a lot, that Frost Elemental. Because now you can just ignore his Worgen for this turn.
Yeah, just freeze it and...
Yeah, just freeze it and just beat him up.
Yep. Just make a dude as well.
Yeah, make a 1/1 dude. Seems absolutely fine.
Do you need a blessing?
Okay.
That's pretty much guaranteed he's lost there.
Like, cards not to be proud you pulled off the top of your deck.
Does he remember to shoot the 1/1? He does. You just Avenging Wrath here, really, don't you?
Or do a go here and...
Yeah, I mean, you could use your 5/5 to beat up his 3/4 first.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do, yeah. Well, but the other thing is you can just use your 2/2
Yeah.
to like beat up the 3/4, and then the Avenging Wrath will take them both out. Or you can do the Avenging Wrath first and then use the 2/2 to finish off the Worgen.
Yeah, I'm thinking of doing the Avenging Wrath first, and then if it goes absolutely disastrously, at least I have a way out. So let's cast that. And then just trade here.
Make another 1/1. Yeah.
And make a 2/3.
Not even sure you need to lob the 2/3 out there.
Puts him on lethal. Puts him in lethal range. I mean, either he's going to shoot the 1/1, so he's not quite in lethal range anyway, but... More bad cards.
His first few turns were pretty good, actually. You know, he's putting a lot of pressure on, and so just some bad cards at the end there.
Just hit him here. There's no point.
Yeah, obviously you take out the 2/2. Like, there's no reason not to take out the 2/2. So you can't kill him this turn, so there's no difference between 3 life and 1 life. Yeah, there you go.
No point playing anything because of the because of the possibility of Flame Strike. Awesome.
I love how they still shoot your guys before conceding.
XP, man.
Yeah, well, we could have done with that consecration a few turns ago.
Yeah, it would have been quite nice, really. But still... Yay, I've got the meek shall inherit.
Let's see how many games we can get through in the next hour.
We are limited on time. Ribbo is a busy man.
Oh, I've got a nice joint of beef cooking in the oven.
That's true. Is it prime beef? Or just normal beef?
I think it's like cow's arse or something, isn't it? Another mage.
Yep. Why would it be anything else?
I think you keep the noble sacrifice going second.
Yeah, probably true. Do you get rid of mind control tech, or do you... It's not going to be useful until late game.
Yeah, a little bit back, yeah. Yep.
Keep True Silver?
Yeah,
it's True Silver.
Of course, I mean, they bought you the turns.
Yep.
I think like noble sacrifice turn 1's fine. It's very annoying for a lot of people.
Yeah. Plonk it out there.
That's what you do, spend mana to play spells.
Really? I never thought you did that in any of these games. I've been
well,
lied
you didn't need to ask me whether to plonk it out. It's like, yes.
I've been lied to for years. Do you hold the Bloodsoul Raider because of the True Silver?
No, the thing is, the Rifleman can finish off the Armani next turn because he's going to attack into the 2/1.
Yeah. So he can we can hold the raider, I think. Here, just make a... I mean, I'm not going to make a 1-1 because that seems like...
No, I think you can play the raider. Play the raider.
I mean, we've got 3 more of them, right? Are we going to get a value rifleman? It's like one of these very rare moments where you get a value rifleman. He's being noble. I was just thinking there, please don't have a Farseer. I'll be so upset if you have a Farseer. I mean, I've got a rifleman this. I mean, that's,
not really.
The other options trade here, coin into silver. But...
Yeah, no. I don't even think you trade there. I think you coin into the true silver champion and beat up his 3/3. Yeah, and then just attack him for 2. Because he's going to attack you back for 5, and then you get to finish off the 5-1 with your rifleman.
Yeah, true. Playing into that little bit later, yeah.
You don't care about 5 damage here.
Ooh. That's actually, if that's Mirror Entity, that's really good, because he just gets a 2/2 out of it with no ability. So, yeah.
Oh, well, you could also make a 1/1 and then make the Sun Fury Protector. Because then it'll give the 1/1 and a 2/3, like, shields. And then beat him up with the 2/3 again. And you'll have 2 minions with defense. Because you kind of want him to put something else out there for the consecration as well. I mean, that's all.
Yeah, true. I want the consecration to be better than it currently is. So. I mean, he's got to get a little bit curious as to why I'm just not killing his
past the turn.
Yeah, to like.
So
why
he's got
he's
got a counter spell as well. So it's not a vaporize. It's not the ice armor. So this is like a counter spell or
Spellbender's the other one.
Or the Spellbender. It could also be like the ice, the ice block that prevents lethal damage. But I can't see him playing that there. So I'd say it's probably the counter spell, because I think the Spellbender's legendary.
It's
epic.
It's
epic. I mean,
yeah.
Beat it up with your weapon.
Yeah.
Finish off with the 2/3. Oh well, yeah, it could have been with the 1/1 and finished off with the rifleman.
Oh yeah.
Would have been a better play there.
I think we just make a 2/2 here, right? So make a 1/1. I don't feel like playing any of these cards at the moment.
Yeah, play the rifleman. Well, no, you played a minion, haven't you? So we know it's not a...
Yeah. We know it's not Mirror Entity, so I think I just make a 1/1.
I think you just make a backup champion. True silver champion, to be honest. Use your mana a bit more efficiently.
Well, yeah, I mean, if he had an ooze, he'd have cast it when I had the 1 toughness true silver out. So unless this card is acidic swamp ooze, don't you dare cast that card and it be acidic swamp ooze. No, my
so this is a pretty good place to be in, really, because you got the ogre and the guardian. Yeah. Oh, that's also pretty good.
Yeah. So just kill his guy, make this, I think, is probably the...
Okay, sure. I mean, I think we make the ogre this turn.
Yeah, I actually agree with you, just because this dies to Frostbolt. And... It's like while we're pretty much ahead, get even further ahead.
I have no time for games.
I see. He's a big boy.
There's not really much we can do about that, to be honest.
Just ram him.
Well, not really. You don't want to. You just attack him directly.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
And you make some small guys. Yeah. Yeah.
Unfortunately, they're not small because
Make,
of my...
make 3 small guys, of course. Well, of course you can make small guys.
Well, I can
Make the Blood Cell Raider, 1-1, and the Iron Forge Rifleman.
Well, the Blood Cell Raider happens to be 6'3".
It's fine.
And we'll just shoot Sylvanas. Just
No, that's a waste. He wants to kill Sylvanas, so he's
Yeah.
not going to. He's not going to keep it alive.
I was just thinking that he might, if we killed it this turn, he's got less of a chance of taking the ogre because this turn he should shoot the 1/1 to give himself the best chance.
But why would you shoot Sylvanas? He's just going to run Sylvanas into your 6/7.
Yeah, but what if
or
I'd
the
have,
6/3.
if I'd have shot it, it goes down to 4 toughness. I can then kill it with true silver, and then I've got.
But you can't, because he's going to run Sylvanas into one of the guys this turn.
Yeah, but at least that the way I was in it then, I would have had 4 guys on board rather than the 3 I'm going to have here because he wouldn't have the chance to shoot the 1/1. He's not taking the opportunity. And please take the 1/1.
That was a horrible misplay as well by him there. He should have run it into the 6/3. He should have pinged the 1/1, run his guy into the 6/3, and then that got either a big fat ogre or a 2/2.
Yeah.
Especially with him having that, he should have made that, shot the 2/2, pinged the 1/1, run Sylvanas into the 6/3, and he would have had a 6/7 ogre with nothing else on the board. So he's made a horrible misplay there. Now you get to consecrate.
I'm actually contemplating making this and trading off.
Well, you consecrate, run the 1/1 into the 6/3, run the 2/2 into the 1/4, and that empties the board.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then you can play a Blood Cell Raider with your weapons still up and make another 1/1 as well.
Counter spell. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we knew it was in there, so we still get to take
still get to take that out. Make Blood Cell Raider. Can probably just use
Make a 1/1.
Yeah. And kill his 1/4 or kill his 4/2.
Kill the 4/2.
Yeah.
I mean, we knew it was either a counterspell.
It was either a counterspell or a spellbender, and since counterspell's rare and spellbender's epic, it was. We were hoping it was the terrible one, but I think that's Flame Strike he's edging at there on the.
He wouldn't ever Flame Strike here. This would be a terrible Flame Strike if he had one. He can just finish your 6/3 off whenever he wants, anyway.
Yeah.
That would be an utter waste of a Flame Strike, that.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Yeah, just make the champion.
Yeah.
Make another 1/1.
And kill his spellbreaker.
I'd take out the imp.
What, Imp Master?
Yeah, the 1/3. Yeah. Take. Because you got 6 more life than you think you do with the Guardian.
The Guardian of Kings, yeah.
But you don't want him to churn out any more 1/1s there. Yeah, it's one of those situations where, like, if he's got a Flame Strike, there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
Like, that just sort of happens.
Mm-hmm.
So, gain some life and make an older Peacekeeper.
This guy, probably.
I love the way you say that, as though weakening his biggest guy isn't the correct thing. Like, should I do it on a 4/3 or a 4/2? Oh, I have to think about this one. So he got his Flame Strike when he wanted to.
Well, he had it for a long time. He just wanted the best possible moment. And unless we get a Consecrate here, we are dead. And in fact, I think we're dead even if... Oh no, we basically...
No, you're just dead, because he can just ping you.
Yeah.
I don't know why he's pinging that. He should be pinging you there. Yeah, so Stormwind Knight. Put a shield on it. Beat up the 4/2.
Oh no, we're not, because I what do you call it? Because I peacekeeped it.
It doesn't matter, but he should have pinged you last turn.
Yeah, he'd have me dead this turn.
Yeah.
If he did.
Not that it matters, but
Actually, when you said earlier on, it's like we have this, another mage. The last arena I played as a rogue, the first 5 players I played were paladins.
why is he not attacking you there?
I don't know, but is he trying to like prolong my suffering or something?
Yay! Just play the consecration, man.
Watch it get countered. Oh no. Well, I need to kill this, because otherwise I'm dead. It's not like I'm not dead anyway, but... Yeah, vaporize this. Oh, apparently not.
So he gave you an extra couple of turns that he shouldn't have done. I mean, it doesn't matter what he does, he still wins, but it's just funny that he just managed to play so bad. Yeah, he's suddenly realised what he should have done. So he's given you 2 extra turns.
Yeah.
Like, you got to remember, he had a Sylvanas as well, which was ridiculous.
Yeah, so we're done.
But you got him close. Like, you almost had him there. A couple of points of damage short if he'd drawn, like, Blessing of Might. Sorry, yeah.
Blessing of Kings.
Blessing of Kings.
Yeah. It was like that counterspell on the Consecrate, like, really... Because that Consecrate...
No, it was Sylvanas that wrecked you, and
Yeah.
he still horribly misplayed Sylvanas.
Yeah. It was like, you could have a 50% chance of taking an Ogre, or a
No.
25%
He had a
chance.
100% chance of taking the Ogre. I've already explained this to you. He pings the 1-1, he shoots the 2-2, he runs the Sylvanas into the 6-3, and then he's got 6-7 Ogre.
Yeah.
So...
Oh yeah, because he had the Commando, didn't he? He had the
Yeah.
Commando as follow-up.
Yeah, he horribly misplayed. I mean,
Another mage.
it's kind of what Arena's turned into now, hasn't it? And the thing is, what's not worked for you is you've gone second every single time
Yeah.
as well, which, sucks.
You chuck back any of these?
No, just throw the mind control tech back.
And always drawing the Guardian of Kings as the mulligan card.
It's amazing, isn't it? It's just
Not
crazy
not
stuff.
not as good as my accident. Do I just coin here because I've got a second one? Or do we hold the coin for a turn 3 true silver?
I think we played a true silver first.
Yeah, so just pass.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the it's not as good as my accidental ancestral healing pick, which decided to show up every hand.
Like, we don't have a turn 3 play ourselves, so if you coin here, you just kind of, waste. So you just make a blood sale here. Like, it's much better than making a 1-1.
Yeah, certainly against a mage as well.
Now you get to coin into the true silver and hopefully, beat up a couple of things for a couple of turns.
Yep.
We should get some value, hopefully, on the Cult Master.
That's fine. Or I could just make that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Excellent.
Value Rifleman.
Not really value.
No.
He drew a card, so
Yeah.
making the 1-1 in the first place.
See, at least the engineer isn't 1-2 anymore.
You're just trying to set up a situation where we get to draw a couple of cards with this Cult Master, really, at this point.
Yeah. Just kick that thing's backside with... Or I could just use that.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Beat it up with your crap minions.
Yep.
So he's still got the coin, so we can play the True Silver Champion and the Blood Cell Raider on the same turn at the moment. But we could also, make the Cult Master as well.
Yep.
If we get a chance to trade. This guy is following like the Trump way of drafting, of just getting cards that draw cards. So we've got a cool Cult Master Noble Sacrifice combo going on there as well, which is quite nice. But True Silver Champion is definitely the play here. And, yep. I mean, it's a pretty sweet turn next turn if you get the Cult Master and the Noble Sacrifice.
Yeah. Although that does
and you get to run. No, it doesn't. It gets you, and you get to run something into one of his guys as well to draw a card. Like, seems absolutely fine.
Another Frostbolt or a Silence? Sheep. Okay. You gonna use your whole turn to kill that? Okay.
What's he saying when he does that? What's he saying?
I has Blizzard is probably one of the things, but
yeah, it probably is Blizzard, isn't it? Okay,
yeah.
So just make the Frost Elemental and beat him up and pass the turn.
Yep.
Yeah, it's got to be Blizzard, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Could be Cone of Cold as well.
Could be.
You know, because if you got a Cone of Cold, you want to make the 2/2 into a 1/1. That makes the most sense, to be honest. Like, you don't ping the...
He drew that this turn as well.
Could mean he has another one.
Yeah.
The fact that he's done that. He's just playing some terrible minions. Yeah, I'll have another one, I guess. I think you just make the Cult Master here. Yeah. Cult Master, Noble Sacrifice, make a 1/1. Pass the turn.
Leave him with his summoner?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Well, he's on 8.
You can kill that whenever you want. You got Consecration, you got your weapon. You don't care about that.
Come on, attack the Cult Master. Yeah, he must have a sweeper if he's making that attack.
Well, that's fine. You've drawn the card. He should sweep first. He should get the Cult Master off the board and then attack afterwards. And then you don't get a card by doing that.
Oh, yes! Do some of that! Thank you!
You even get to run your 1/1 into it as well.
Yeah.
If you so choose.
I probably do choose, to be fair.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, well, that works.
Yeah.
Now, you could, you know, it's like
I could just
just beat him up.
Yeah, I'm going to beat him up with the Cult Master, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, beat him up with the Cult Master. And then Peacekeeper is 4/5. It's probably good here.
You could just make Guardian of Kings as well. That's the other option.
Yeah, I mean, that plays around Flame Strike a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, because the thing is, he has to kill this. Yeah, at this point, because if he doesn't, I'm already what?
You could have made the Worgen as well, your Worgen Infiltrator.
Oh, yeah, I did miss that. That was actually a bad mistake. Woot! Are you going to kill that first? Jesus.
Yeah, this guy doesn't know how to play, unfortunately. Well, unfortunate for him, he's just giving you so many extra cards.
Yes. Okay, so I get to use one of the Leroy guys to kill this.
Yeah, you can't lose to this guy now. It's actually not possible.
Yeah, I think I got enough value out of that Cult Master. That's fine. I can make like 14 power.
Make the blood sails, absolutely.
Probably make the infiltrate.
Beat up 3-3.
Yep. Oh, I can just remake another True Silver, can't I? And just be...
Well, you won't do that this turn. There's no reason to do that this turn.
Just make the Worgen.
Yeah. Make the Worgen and put a Blessing of Kings on it.
I'll put it in the middle so we can't put the...
So you can't Flame Strike that.
Yeah. And he can't Cone of Cold either in the middle. He has to put it here.
Yeah, I do think he's got another Cone of Cold, actually. Something just... He's played it, yeah, but then again, he's made so many bad plays that he might have not had a Cone of Cold as his last card.
Now this could be Mirror Entity, or it could be Vaporize. I mean, what?
Well, make a Swamp Ooze and find out.
I mean, it's not like he's going to have a weapon, is it? So, right, it's not Mirror Entity.
I'll just use a 6-3 to beat it up then.
If it's Vaporize, it's Vaporize.
It's fine.
And it is. Yep.
It's like he's not winning, so...
Kick his ass with the 6-5, I suppose.
Do you make the Worgen, make a 1-1, yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine. Like, it's not possible for him to win from here unless he's got a Deathwing or something like that.
And even though it's a 1-12.
Don't mess with Tusker.
Not the best.
Cool story. So 6, 9, 12, True Silver kills him.
No, you can't even add up how much damage you're dealing.
Oh yeah, this.
Yeah, because use the 3-3 to beat up the 1-1.
Yep, enrages
And then
it.
you get an extra point. But of course, this time we make the Stormwind champion first.
Yeah.
It's just for chuckles.
Yeah.
That's a much better way to get lethal.
Yeah, it's like you deserve this for giving me 9 extra cards or whatever it was with Cult Master.
We have gone second 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
So I think you deserve a little bit of luck.
Well, to be honest, that wasn't luck. That was my opponent being terrible. But do you consider that luck if your opponent's terrible?
Your opponent was terrible in the last game as well, but
didn't help.
Still
me.
beat you.
Yeah. Thank you for that. Thank you for that massive vote of confidence.
Yeah, it's like, oh look, you've got Sylvanas, and pretty much the perfect situation to abuse it.
Yeah.
And we didn't get any silences, so...
We got offered 1, didn't we? But it was in the same.
It was an owl. It was an owl. It's not good enough.
Pally Mirror. It's all mages and pallies.
Oh, you get to go first. Oh, let's get going. You know what to do.
Keep the True Silver. Keep that. Yeah. Woot.
Are all your videos like 3 hours long? Cause you...
No, I don't get enough wins for them to go that long. Plus, I generally play a little bit too fast.
Oh, it winds me up when people have no decisions to make and sit there looking at, yeah.
I have made mistakes due to playing too fast, I have to admit.
You can't really play too fast when you've got one card in your hand though, and it's like turn 14.
Yeah.
And you draw the card and you just look at it.
It's like it's not going to change by looking at it.
Play the card. What are you doing?
Is it really good to cast Deathwing at this point?
So he's looking at his coin. He's considering.
Make one of my multiple raiders.
So you can now coin into a 3/3, which is a little bit awkward. Especially if it's a Worgen.
Yeah, that's very awkward.
Okay, that's cool. Yep. That's awesome. We like that. Oh, that's quite nice as well.
Are we just following the standard anti-paladin code? He's not allowed a creature.
Yeah, you're always beating up everything he plays. So, like, you don't care about the coin now. The coin's completely irrelevant. I mean, you've got guys that survive consecration.
He could coin into a Yeti, I suppose, but that's like... Nice draw. Do I just go here, beat this up with Stormwind Knight, and...
You have to play around consecration a little bit because, like, why does he have so many cards in his hand? Is the first thing you're thinking. So did he just keep a hand with like a couple of consecrations and didn't actually play any guys? So that's the first thing you do have to think about here. We definitely played a Stormwind Knight, and I'd beat up the 1-1 with the Stormwind Knight, and then beat up the 2-1 with the 2-3. And the reason is, I'd rather the Stormwind Knight be 2-4 than 2-3, because of stuff like hammers and stuff that do 3 damage. There's almost no difference between that thing being a 2-1 or a 2-2. Like, it's still... There you go, see, there's the Hammer of Wrath.
But, you know, that's a bad hammer, because it's like, I have 3 guys on the board, he has nothing. I can just make a Frostwolf Warlord and just beat the living crap out of him.
Well, I maybe do a little bit...
Or I could
maybe do a little bit different there. I'm thinking the Frostwolf Warlord next turn is going to be ridiculously big.
So make, like, some Fury Protector Bloodsail Raider?
No, that's even... I'd just make a mind control tech. He's never having 4 minions.
Yeah, he's never having 4 minions, is he? So...
And the Sun Fury Protector as well.
You put it here?
Oh, I would have put it between the 3-3 and the 2-4.
Yeah, like there. So
but you put the 3-3 on the wrong side, so you can't do that now. Yeah. Just lob it down there.
Shields up.
And then you get a huge Frostwolf Warlord that's protected. This is why I would have put the 2-4. So you would have had 2 things with fat asses that would have protected the Frostwolf Warlord, which should have been like 8-8 or 9-9, and been really beating him up. But he's got 9 cards in his hand.
He must have something at this point.
Well, obviously he's got something, but...
well, yeah, he can't have nothing just by...
What on earth's he doing to not play the cards in his hand? Maybe he's just drafted way too slow a deck.
He could have just grafted it. I mean...
Yeah, there you go. He's not one of the easy goes, but I can draw cards and get card advantage. Yeah, so... I guess you just make the True Silver Champion here.
Yeah, just kill
and then a Bloodsail Raider.
Makes sense to me because it's 6 power, so... kill the Acolyte? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
You may have another card.
2-4 beats up the 1-1.
Yep, keeps it above consecration range.
Make a big Bloodsail Raider.
Ten cards in hand.
Like, he's just obviously... you know, he's just going, like, all these cards are amazing, and just drafting the slowest possible deck. I don't know, I'm not really sure what he was doing, but... He definitely fell into the trap of drawing cards.
Yeah.
And took it to the extreme there. It's like, Acolyte of Pain,
Hammer of Wrath, that draws a card.
Yeah. You know? I mean, Hammer of Wrath's fine. As long as the rest of the cards in your deck don't also draw you cards.
Yeah, I mean, it was like, when he Hammers of Wrath on turn 4, when I've got 3 creatures and he has none, that's a bad move. Another Paladin.
If he doesn't have a better move, it's a fine move, but it's a bad thing for him to have that.
Just throw back all of these, right?
No, you keep the consecration. You got to keep that. Going second, you need that. You're going to be behind.
Definitely
you kind of have to remember that you're the control deck when you're going second in arena. It's like you're just trying to deal with everything he does. It's like this hand's absolutely fine. Like you scoff because you think it's slow. It's not slow. This. Like you've got the consecration next turn, so you just make a 1/1. Like,
Yep.
yeah. You can even just coin into a true silver champion if you really want to.
Yep.
Please shoot you.
Ah.
Oh, but you can ping the rifleman shield off there. If
Yeah.
you want to. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, seems okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's the best value I'm going to get out of it, so... Sucks going second, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, lucky we've got this consecration, isn't it?
Yeah. Guess we consecrate then.
Mm-hmm. Well, yep. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
that has to be noble sacrifice.
Yeah.
So. Yep, go on. Obviously, you're not attacking.
nope, I'm just leaving him here. Otherwise, I'm just putting my guy in the bin for pretty much no reason. And I can make True Silver Blood sail next turn.
Yeah. Or you could just Blessing the Kings, your 2/1.
I mean, that plays a bit into Get Down.
Well, attack with your 2/1 and trigger the noble sacrifice.
Yeah.
Now make the true silver champion.
Yep.
For justice.
And coin.
Into the Blood Cell Radar. Not bad, considering we were in a pretty rough spot at that point. It's like when you start out second with an empty hand against a guy with a knife juggler and like Argent Shield to protect it, you tend to feel a bit rubbish. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And he hit his 50-50 as well in pinging your 1/1 to take the shield off, so
Yeah.
that was a little bit awkward.
Choices. Could make Magi and just reinforce.
Okay.
Not
Pass
much.
the turn.
Yep, not much point using the champion. Okay. We're now both in the making dudes portion of this game.
If you get lucky, he attacks you twice.
Nope.
So no cult master abuse yet this turn.
No. Could Frost Elemental him, I think that.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Pass it.
Yep. Just buys me that extra turn.
Reporting for duty.
Oh, my second consecration would be so sick here. Draw so many cards.
Oh, it's fine. You're still fine. You've got just do the Avenging Wrath.
Yeah.
Just attack the Frosty first.
For justice.
There we go. Now Avenging Wrath. Just means there's less targets.
Oh, yeah, true.
Because you don't want to hit the Frosty for 3.
Okay, and just reinforce because there's nothing else we can do. And Oh, got a bit of a hang there for a minute. I was getting worried. Like, no, don't do it.
But this looks a lot better now.
Usually Avenging Wrath does make things look a bit better. He is a man of many frost elementals. Yeah, playing around Blessing of Kings there as well. Or he has that, whichever way it is.
Make the true silver, I guess. Well, you can make the Farseer.
Yeah.
Make a Worgen, I guess, in a 1-1, really.
Yep. And hopefully one of these will stick, and I'll end up
I
with
mean,
a
you're
Blessing of Kings on it.
setting up for either a big Stormwind champion or the Cult Master and True Silver play.
Yeah. Pretty good.
And this is a problem with going second. It's just how it is. It's like he always gets to do the stuff that... He has that one extra mana every turn. Consecration he's been holding on to for a million days. Like, he's got a nut stack.
Yep. Wow. Manages to take out everything. Well, that's quite lucky.
Well, latest champion first day. Priorities.
Yeah. Hey, come here. There we go. Kill that.
Make some guys.
Less of that, please. And just make Cult Master naked, I suppose, which is a bit of a...
Nah.
Just make a 1-1 and...
Yeah.
The only way I'm getting back into this is if that Cult Master draws me.
I mean, you know, you could have also put the Blessing of Kings on the 3-2, but that's a better play, what you've got there. Because, like, that 5-5 still trading with your weapon.
Yeah.
And a 1-1 at that moment. That's just game. It's like, yeah. He's just got the absolute nuts there.
Yeah, and he's got that to kill me as well.
Like, if you actually look back at that game, the cards he has there was ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean, I think if we go first there, we probably win.
Yeah, we probably do, because we get to play the Cult Master and beat up stuff and draw loads of cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did entirely come down to who won the coin flip there. Like, you couldn't have done anything differently, but...
I mean, it was that turn where we put 4 guys on the board and he killed them all. You know, when we had a Blessing of Kings in hand. It's like, yeah. It's a non-major pally.
You can definitely see, you know, which classes though are just preferred, can't you?
Yeah. I mean, I think we're chucking...
Keep everything.
Really? Yeah.
Yes. Just keep everything. It's like, these are all early game cards, so...
Well, Mind Control Tech's fine as a 3/3 for 3, right? And,
yes, they're all early game cards.
Oh noes! Worgen for you.
See if he's got a power word shield, right?
That'd be really unfortunate. Nope, he's just got some dudes.
I might get some use out of this mind control tech at this rate.
Yeah.
If he's going aggro. Yeah. Oh, Blood Cell Raider, it is.
Yep. Do you bubble this up or do you just go in with it? I think we just go in, right? Or do we leave it and see if we can get value out of the mind control tech?
Yeah, take out the 1/2. Seems fine.
Yep.
I think you still get value out of the mind control tech. I've just got a feeling he's going to be pretty fast. Because, like, the 2 cards he played don't really work in pre-stacks. Well, you know what I mean. They're, like, a lot slower. That was... Bit weird, but okay.
Coin into true silver, beat up his shattered sun cleric.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
For justice.
Saves us some damage and like. Although again, we're not letting him build up guys, so we've got the mind control tech. Although you know it's taking the Murloc, don't you? It's like if it does take anything, it's taking the Murloc. There's no way we get like his Boulder Fist Ogre or something like that.
So it's going to be a slow
nothing,
few
really.
turns from them both, really. Yeah.
Worgen.
It's all you can do, isn't it? All you can do. Worgen and Bass.
Don't really feel like bubbling it and getting two
So
for
he
one.
either had something like some just a handful of removal. Okay. Yay!
Icon has big consecrate, please.
Yep. You really don't care about Lightwell yet.
Unless he makes that card which is attack equal to health, and then it's like
That's fine. You've still got Avenging Wrath doing 9 damage at the moment.
Yeah. That is definitely true.
You don't care about him spending 2 cards to make a 5/5. That's just the same, as playing a 1/1.
Good grief. There is no power on this board. Yeah, there we go. Finally. There is no power on this board.
I don't even know why he's healing that up. I mean, look. I mean, you've got a weapon. You don't care about him healing that for 2, really. I mean, he has to do it because he's got no other play. Ooh. 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 What are you that for? Could have had to think about that. Could have gone for the Avenging Wrath. Could have gone for the cheeky Wrath. That might have been an option to beat up the 1/4 and then hope to try and hit that thing 3 times. Well,
I think that's okay. Just reinforce make mind control tech, I think. Here he's only got 2 cards in hand, so he's never having 2 guys.
I kind of would have took out the Demolisher then.
It's less shots for Avenging Wrath, I suppose.
Well, what can you do? Just make 2 guys. That's all you can do now.
Well, I've got Stormwind. I've got
Hand of
Storm.
protection on the 3/3.
Yeah, and I've got Stormwind Champ coming next turn as well. So. Missed. There we go. Nice Demolisher. It's pretty fat.
Ah, that's a good answer, really. Yep, that works.
And we're getting 2 for 1, but whatever.
No, we're not. We're beating up the 1/4 and taking 7.
Yeah, true.
Making a 1/1. Now you're getting 2 for 2.
Yeah.
And hoping he doesn't have the power of shield, but I think he would have played that like quite some time ago. Why are you doing? Why do you not want a 7/7? Why would you make a 7/6 instead of a 7/7? What are you doing? Well, why would he copy your 7/6 rather than copying a 7/7? Just unbelievable how bad some people are, aren't they? Nah, that is just crazy. Like, what is he doing there at all? Well, we could consecrate and make a couple of guys, I guess.
Taking a lot of damage if we do.
No, we're
that.
not. We're taking 7 damage.
Oh yeah, true.
It's like lots of damage. There's nothing else we can do there. Like, We've got the Avenging Wrath to take something out. Because obviously he should attack your 3-2 here and heal his guy up. If he's smart. Or he could just attack you and heal the guy up. That might be better.
Yeah, I think that's better.
Or you can take out the 7-6 with your 2 guys that are in play. He's still got 6 power.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess.
Seems better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it seems better than Avenging Wrath, doesn't it?
Let's make another 2-2 soon to be 1-1.
Oh, well, if he's got a mind control here,
we're dead. Yeah, it's all over if he's got a mind control, but that's also a little bit awkward.
Well, the guy afterwards is what makes it awkward.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Well, Avenging Wrath first. Come on, hit the...
That is like the worst Avenging Wrath I have ever seen.
Make a 1-1. Run the 2-2 into the 4-5. Finish it off. And now... Whoa, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why would you do that?
Not dying.
Why would you do that? Get your hand away from your life total. Right. If you put it next to the 2-2, and that means he has to run one of his guys into the 2-2, doesn't it?
Yeah.
He's going to heal it up first. If you let him run it into the 6-2, then you've got a 1-1 left over. So what's going to happen is he runs one of the guys into the 6-2. 2-2 becomes a 1-1. He gets to beat that up. Whereas if we do it the other way around, you get a 3-4 still alive, and he gets to beat you up for 4. I just buff the 2-2. It's probably like
just that
slight, yeah. So if he's smart, he heals up, but it means you get a 3-4 afterwards. You can beat up both of his guys next turn, which you couldn't do otherwise. That's all I'm thinking. The only time Thought Steal is marginally playable.
Holy crap.
I knew I was going to be that. I just there again, yeah, that's got to be consecrate. Yeah, absolutely. The thing is, there's way too many good cards in your deck that just utterly kill you. Like, because you've got so many cards in your deck that do like 3 or 4 damage or something instantly. You could have took like the True Silvers, the Consecrates, the Blessing of Kings. There was just like a million cards you could do there.
Yeah. So pretty disappointed with that overall, I have to say.
Like, there were some close games, but I don't know. I mean, I think you were missing the Light's Justice a little bit.
A little bit, but it tended to be like massive things that killed me.
Oh, I don't think it was. It was tempo that killed you, and that's what Light's Justice helped you out a little bit. You know, it was absolutely the tempo that killed you, because you just went second way too many times.
I had a lot of
all
fours
those
and just went sevens.
Like, you know, you didn't get offered a single 3-2 for 2.
Yeah, I think we were lacking in that.
In the entire pick, which was... It just meant, you know, you were a little bit weak.
I think the early game of that deck was super weak.
Yeah, but that's because you didn't take the Light's Justice to turn your 2-3s into 3-3s.
What did we take over? What did I take over Light's Justice?
You took the Frostwolf Warlord. I have a good memory for stuff like this. When I see a bad pick, I remember it. Yeah. For some reason you took the Frostwolf Warlord there. And again, you know, this is one thing we're
I think it was because I felt like I had no late game whatsoever at that point. It just felt like I went up to 4, and I think
you had
at that
no
point,
early game. That was. I
just had 4. That was like my entire deck was just 4.
Yeah, but that's how Pally gets to late games. He makes 4 drops and he makes 1/1s on the side. Yeah. So he's always using all of his mana for like lots of turns. But yeah, I would have took the Lights Justice like every time, especially with having. I think you had 3 at the time, didn't you?
No, just 2, I think, at the time.
Yeah, with being 8 picks in, like a chance at another one, and you ended up with 2 more, was it?
2 more, yeah. I ended up with 4.
Yeah, but like where that deck struggled was like no Argent Protectors, and just no 3/2s. You know, there were a lot of situations where you were making a 2/3, and he could make a 3/3 that really was quite nasty.
Yeah, so the only 3/2 we had was Swampoos, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I'm right.
and you're not taking that because it's a 3/2. You're taking it
Because it kills weapons.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was, and yeah, the other one was Sun Fury Protector, so that's a 2/3 as well. Yeah.
So you had a lot of 2/3s, and that's probably where you lost the arena. And there's nothing you can do about that. The fact that like you had loads of 2/3s.
Also, I'm wondering if I didn't overdo it on spells, because if I'm thinking about it,
well, you didn't have a choice with the Noble Sacrifice.
It's like, did I have 1 or 2 Noble Sacrifices?
1,
Just
I
1.
think you passed. We passed the second.
Yeah.
Because I considered the second because of the Cult Master, but
Yeah, had 3 True Silvers, a
Which is
Blessing of Kings, 2 Consecrates.
yeah, they're all absolutely fine. Like, no complaints about any of that.
We had the one that gives Divine Shield, so we're up to 8 there.
But that was just a crap card. You had 3 crap cards.
Yeah.
And there was nothing you could do there. It's like, oh, I'm having a crap card or a crap card here.
Yeah. So I got offered 2 Shield Bearers in the first 3 picks. It's like, this is not going well. Yeah, I think that was it. So I think it was 8 non-creatures in the deck. It's actually quite interesting on that point, wondering how many non-creature cards you're actually willing to put in a deck.
If they're good, you just play whatever's good.
Yeah.
Like, there's no... Like, I think 30 minions is absolutely fine in Arena. There are times when that happens, but, like, generally you're just taking the best card that's offered. Like, I don't think there's a minimum, but there is a maximum. Like, you probably don't want to have more than 10 spells, but there's definitely no minimum. Like, if you don't... I mean, I've seen people who not drafted any at all, just got minions. Oh, my deck's terrible, don't have any spells, and then they go, oh, I did really well, I went 8-3 with this deck. It's like, yeah, because you just beating
made
stuff
minions,
up.
yeah.
Just beating stuff up.
I know
like, some of the spells are really powerful. Like, Consecrate is just too good to pass up.
Yeah. It's like, I know that, you know, Rogue on its own is very sort of open to this, having too many spells and not enough
Oh,
threats.
it's really easy to go, another backstab, you know.
Yeah. Or like Sprint. I know you hate Sprint.
But the problem is, like, it's not that you've got the spells, it's just that you go, if you end up with a hand of removal, and like, at the start of the game, you get your hand, and you've got, like, backstab, eviscerate, and then you draw a couple more removal spells, assuming you're playing Rogue, and your opponent's just playing the slowest, dirtiest deck you've ever seen. Like, and he just does nothing for the first 4 turns. You're like, please give me something to kill. And then he goes, big guy, big guy, big guy, big guy, big guy, big guy. And you're like going, I can do 3 damage to this? And
yeah, it's like, it makes a Yeti and you're like, ugh.
Yeah, whereas... And the thing is, that happens sometimes just because of the way you... Like, if you draw your minions... If you've got this spell-heavy deck and you draw all your minions at the start, and you go, like, guy, and then you just kill whatever your opponent plays for the rest of the game, and your 2 guys take his entire life total away, like, that's what's meant to happen. So, like... Sometimes if you go for like 10, 12, 13 spells, that happens and you crush him. But then at the same time, the opposite happens. You don't get any guys, and your opponent just sits there just laughing at you going, you're going to do something? It's like that Pally with his 10 cards in hand. It's like, what was he doing? I mean, he just had cards he couldn't use. And so it's the same fundamental principle.
Yep.
If you just got too much removal, then... you just get those hands where you go, yeah, I've lost, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, I mean, I can't remember. Did he play like one creature on turn 4 or something? That was like all he did for the entire game.
Well, it was thoroughly forgettable.
Yeah.
Yeah, he made the 1/1 a lot.
Yeah. That was pretty much it. Probably sitting there with like 4 Blessing of Kings in hand and stop killing my guy.
I think we gave him a turn with a minion in play as well. I'm not sure.
No, we killed everything he played.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, he could have had a handful of Blessing of Mights and Blessing of Wisdoms and stuff, but
it's like,
how can you have like
happen.
9 cards in your hand and not have anything good to play?
Didn't we give him a card with something as well? I honestly can't remember. I'm sure we gave him
Well,
a card.
he had the Acolyte of Pain that he used
Yeah.
to draw a card on one turn. He used Hammer Wrath on another turn,
So yeah, he drew like all these cards and can't cast any of them. You know, it's like none of them affect the board. It's like, at least just put a Fen Creeper down, anything, you know.
So you lost a couple of close ones, really. I mean, that last Pally deck was ridiculous. So, like, there's no shame in losing to that, going second, as you did a lot of the time. I think you went second 5 out of 6, didn't you?
Something like that, yeah.
Well, you went second in your first 3. You went second in the last game.
And I think I went...
You definitely went first once.
Yeah, I mean, I coined into True Silver a lot in this.
You know, and losing an arena can just come down to that a lot of time. It's like, oh, I've gone second again. Like, a lot of my arena losses feel like it's because I go second.
I kind of noticed that. I mean, I have been keeping track of how things have been going, and it turns out, you know, I mean, I know that the stats, as it were, say that going first is like 50 point something percent favourite,
but that probably doesn't separate arena from constructed. That's probably just like everything lumped in together.
Well, I know for a fact that in my games, just my arenas, it's like going first I have like a 70+% win rate, and going second it's like below 50.
Well, it has to be below 50.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, it's pretty, but you know, like the difference is really noticeable. The difference is very noticeable between the pair of them. I mean, if you've got a 70% win rate, you can win 70% going first and then 70% going second. But you know, it's like, it really is quite bad going second. So whether that's the fact that I'm not using the coin well, or whether it is just the fact that
it's not that you're not using the coin well. There's nothing more in those games when you there's nothing more we really could have done with the coin. Like,
it seems like Pally is really open to that, because Pally wants to, like, you know, make a guy and then put something on it. And if you're the one who doesn't have the tempo, you're actually giving your opponent
Pally really
2
wants to
turns
use the
deal
coin
with.
going second, turn 3. Yeah, but he is open to. But that's why the 1-drops like the Worgen are so good in Pally, because it allows you to get the tempo back.
Yeah,
you make your 2-1, and then they can't make a 3-2, can they?
yeah. It felt like that was a deck that was going to have a little hard time
No.
swinging.
I'll tell you where the deck struggled. Right, the rares you were offered were crap.
That's true.
An older Peacekeeper, and that was it. Like, there was no Argent Commanders.
Yeah, no Argent
no
Commanders.
Knife Jugglers. You know, you got like a 2/3 as a rare.
True.
What were the other rares? They were thoroughly uninspiring.
They were very uninspiring.
Like, you were offered like an Abomination.
Yeah, I was offered an A-bomb. That was the last pick.
That's
I got an Avenging Wrath. I did get an Avenging Wrath.
but that's not a rare.
It's epic, yeah. But it's like,
But you're generally offered 5 rares, aren't you?
I think so, yeah. It's 5 rare pluses, I think. It's 5 rare pluses. Because
Minimum.
they can obviously be...
Yeah.
minimum.
I mean, I've had like a rare first, second, and third pick.
Yeah, I mean, you can go like legendary, epic. I've seen it happen, you know. So it's like, you know, these things can happen, but we just didn't.
There were some other bad rares in there. What were the other bad rares? I mean, there's no Azor Drakes.
Yeah, no Azure Drake or anything like that.
You offered a Twilight Drake. Was that a rare?
Yeah, I was offered a Twilight Drake, but we took the mind control tech over it, which just did nothing for the whole game.
Yeah, Twilight Drake wouldn't have done anything either. You had so many 4-drops.
It was like my 4 was like it was like, you know, on this bar chart, the 4 can be seen from space. You know, that's how far. That's
The
how
thing is,
many fours
even against that Pally, you only lost because of the 2 frost elementals he played.
Yeah, that was such a serious tempo. That card is such a serious tempo swing. It's like because he made one after the other, didn't he?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the second
he
was
made
brutal.
one, I made one, and then he made a second one.
Yeah, but the one you no. You made yours first, froze him, and then he made one, and then another one.
Yeah,
didn't he?
I think
Because like if
so.
he'd made a 5-5, you'd have frozen his 5-5 rather than him.
Yeah, that's true.
So like he just had the weapon out, you know. But you could have got a lot better with your rares, I think.
Yeah. Don't think I was off.
And you could have made some 3-2s, you know. That would have been nice.
3-2s would have been nice.
Oh,
Just some way to put some pressure on early.
Yeah. That you could see the deck was struggling there. Like no Shattered Sun Clerics either.
No Dark Iron Dwarfs, no Yetis.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I never get offered Yetis anyway, but that's just me.
But this is why I kind of like the Ogre now, because it like a 4/4 is still a decent sized body.
Yeah. It's like it feels quite, especially when people make it, because like Gnomish Inventor is really high in like a lot of people's pick orders. It's like Ogre Magi just beats the shit out of Gnomish Inventor and still gives you spell power on top of it.
Oh, I mean that is where you struggled. Like the stuff like like you didn't have any of the like the knights, so you didn't make like 5 mana have a 4/4 and a 2/2.
Yeah.
Instead you had like a 2/5 with charge for your 4.
Yeah. And I had like 2 Frostwolf Warlords. They were my only 5s. And then at 6 I had like a Frost Elemental and an Avenging Wrath. And then at 7 I had Stormwind Champion and
like having the 5 drops isn't essential. But you could have had like a couple of Sen'jin Shieldmasters in the 4 drops as well, and like Fen Creepers in the 5 drops maybe. Like there was a fair chunk of bad luck really in that.
I mean, it's like aside from the Sun Fury Protector, there was also like no taunt in the deck either, so I didn't have any way of like controlling how my opponent was going to attack.
Like taunt isn't essential for Pallies, but it does help. Like it makes your Cult Master a lot stronger.
Yeah.
I mean that's just ridiculous when you make a Cult Master and put a couple of taunts down. Like a Mage does it best.
Or your opponent just runs into your...
No, but if he makes like Cult Master and then just spends 1 mana and puts up a pair of 0/2s with taunt, like that's ridiculous. Mirror images, like with Cult Masters.
I mean, Cult Master obviously synergizes with Pally's hero ability quite well as well. So,
but like the one game we actually got it, we never got to do it because we were against that Pally and we were going second against him.
Yeah, so there was never a good chance to drop. Well, the other time we did get it, we were up against a mage who obviously didn't realise what it did.
Yeah, that was just a free win.
Yeah.
Nothing to be learned from that game whatsoever.
No. So, the only thing to be learned from those games, sometimes you get free wins when you play Arena.
Yeah, but it feels like everyone's starting to suss out. I mean, because you had like your deck was really close to being amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I looked at some statistics, and it's like Mage and Pally are played like twice as often as are picked like twice as often as the other classes. Even though in finger quotes, Rogue and Shaman have comparable win rates. It's just due to the fact that everyone picks Mage and Pally if they appear, whereas some good players will take Rogue and Shaman.
And the thing is, I was the guy who told everyone that Pally was good. I mean, there was like I never get over this fact that 5 months ago there were all these guides coming out for how to draft an Arena, and Pally would be like 7th and 8th on the list every single time. Yeah. Everyone used to say it's just too predictable. He's got nothing special, and Pally's just solid.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Like so many solid cards.
And I mean, just looking at it as well, it was like, I mean, they came up with some other stuff. It was like Mage gets picked, I think 60% of the time it's offered in Arena. You know, so, and to be honest, I'm surprised it's that low. But
Yeah.
I'm not too sure what, if anything, can be done on that. So aside from doing something like making Flame Strike rare, but
Yeah.
mages.
I actually, you bring that point up, and it's something I've said, like, because someone suggested making True Silver Champion rare,
Yeah.
as well as a way of kind of fixing Pally, which is interesting. You know, whether Pally's that little bit too good, you know, that is definitely an interesting thing to consider.
I mean, True Silver's probably its best, like, basic card. Although Consecrate's really good as well. It's like it's between those two as to which one's probably its best basic card. But True Silver's pretty much always a 2-for-1. It's always going to kill your opponent and kill 2 creatures in game 4 life. Plus the fact it's 4 as well. And you know, like Arcanite Reaper, which I suppose is comparables 5. So yeah, I mean, I think that, like, changing rarity is something they can potentially do.
Yeah, because they've said they're not going to balance cards based on Arena, right? They're going to balance cards based on Constructed.
Yeah.
Like, Arena's the because like Constructed's the thing that most people are going to play, especially the casuals.
Yeah.
You know, because you're going to run out of gold for Arena quite quickly.
And at the end of the day, rarity doesn't matter that much for Constructed.
Well, they turned obviously it's irrelevant for Constructed. It's completely irrelevant.
It just costs you like 60
it'll just
more
cost you
gold.
a different amount. Yeah.
60
but,
more dust.
You know, they made like questing adventure rare. Because like in Pally decks, I used to draft quite a few questing adventures when it was common. That was
Rogue decks had obviously picked up a load of them.
That's actually because Rogue was the biggest winning class in Arena before they nerfed it. And that was because of questing adventure and combos.
Yeah.
It's like, how big can I make this guy on turn 4?
I mean, there was the old constructed combo deck where you made Question Adventure like 15-15 and cloaked it. You know, it was like... but yeah, I think that maybe that could be something. I mean, we're just coming off a 3-3 Pally run here and talking about how it and Mage are dominant, but you know, it does feel like they are definitely the 2 classes that everyone will just pick if they're offered. Druid, you know, Druid feels like a tier 2 class now. Rogue and Chamois are probably the favoured 2 out of the other ones, but it's like, I think that Mage and Pally are just in a class of their own at the moment in Arena.
It's kind of weird because it's very hard to rank. I think it's personally very hard to rank. All I know is that I really don't like playing Priest.
I mean, Temple Enforcer is really good, but it's like that's the. I think that with Priest,
every class has a good card. I mean, we talked about this with Hunter, didn't we?
Yeah.
Because you were saying how you really like the 6/5.
Oh yeah, the Lion, yeah, it's a super good card.
That makes a couple of 2/2s when it dies. They're hyenas, aren't they? That it makes.
Yeah, it's a savage. Oh god, someone's going to correct me in the chat, but in the comments. But yeah, highborn or something like that.
Yeah.
High Mane, that's the one.
High Mane Lion, is it?
Yeah, it's
Savannah High Mane, is that its name?
Something like that, yeah.
Anyway, so every class, like, you know, has its sort of one. So, for example, Pally has the 5/6 gain 6 life for 7, right? Priest, as we said, has the Temple Enforcer, whereas the Chamois has the opposite ability in the Fire Elemental.
Yep.
So you know, and then quite a few of the other classes have the same thing. So the one for Rogue is the one that combos the and returns a It's the kidnapper, isn't it? It returns a guy to the hand. That's the equivalent there. It's so that's like 6 mana. But that's the equivalent. That's like the mage obviously has the water elemental.
Yep. Which is super good.
The druid has the druid of the claw.
Yeah.
That's like the druid's sort of the key minion.
Has the tree as well.
No, but that's just a guy. Like that's nothing special. The fact is, like, because Druid of the Claw is undercosted, because it's a 4/6 taunt for 5 mana, whereas as a neutral minion you get a 3/6 taunt for 5 mana with the Fen Creeper, right? Water Elemental is undercosted because it's a 3/6 for 4 mana with an ability instead of a 3/6 for 5 mana.
Yeah.
Temple Enforcer is probably undercosted as well because it's 6 for a 6/6 that gives +3, whereas that normally gets you like just a 6/7 Ogre or something like that. Likewise with the Fire Elemental. So all of these sort of specific minions for each class, they're undercosted compared to the neutral minion. What are we left off? We've done Rogue. What are we missing? Which classes?
Warlock has Dread Infernal.
Yeah, so that's sort of the key card there. 6 for a 6/6, 1 damage to everything. We looked at Hunter, so it's only like 1 class we're missing, aren't we? What haven't we mentioned? Just press the exclamation mark there in the bottom left.
Warrior.
Yeah. So Warriors is a little bit cheaper.
Frothing Berserker, isn't it? Probably for Warrior.
Maybe the 4/3 for 4 with charge.
There's also a 3/3 that gives you a weapon.
Well, there's the Arathi Highlander, but there's nothing at 5 or 6 mana. His guy is pretty much 4 to play.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's probably is it Cochrane Elite
yeah,
like
that's because the neutral equivalent is a 3. You got the 3/1 charge for 3.
Yep.
There's nothing else. Well, I mean, there's like
Stormwind Knight at 4.
No.
That's the neutral one there.
No, I mean you could argue it's Leroy Jenkins,
But that's legendary.
6/2 for 2. But with the downside, obviously.
Yeah.
But of all of the sort of the class specific like ones, I mean, you're always going to be happy getting Druid of the Claws. You're always going to be happy getting Water Elementals. You're going to be super happy getting the Fire Elementals all the time. The Pally is the only one that you go,
ugh, yeah.
It's like it's nothing amazing. It's okay.
It's a fat ass that gains 6 life. Yeah.
I think it needed to be 1 less mana.
Either that or make it 6.
Because it's only a 5/6.
Yeah, so if it was a 6/6, maybe. Even then, it's still worse than Boulder Fist Ogre there.
Yeah, but the thing is that like Priest gets a 6/6 for 6, and has this ability on the side of doing +3 to something else.
Yeah.
So, but Pally gets a 5/6 for 7.
Yeah.
And like the game life, it's nice, but it's not game breaking like the chamois of beating something up for 3 is. Like Fire Elementals, one after the next, is so much more devastating than
Guardians.
and then gaining 6 life one after the next. Or making the high mains for Hunter.
Yeah, I mean, generally if Hunter goes high main, it's just like, it's like, kill one of them.
You can argue that that I want to see Beastmasters more than, or Houndmasters, should I say, more than anything with Hunter.
Yeah.
Like that, like if you get like 4 Houndmasters, like how can you not draft a beast? How is it possible to not draft a beast in a Hunter deck?
It's +2/+2 and taunt it gives, isn't it? The Beastmaster when it comes.
It's just but it's a 4/3 itself, isn't it?
Let's just have a look.
Oh, it's at least a 3/3.
Yeah, he's
I think
quite
it's a 4/3. I'm pretty certain it's a 4/3 for 4.
He's quite a big boy. Let's. Oh,
I might
there we
be
go,
wrong.
Hunter.
Yeah, I'm certain it's a 4-3 for 4.
4-3 for 4. Give a friendly beast +2/+2 and taunt. Yeah.
So, like,
That's nuts.
it's potentially for 4 mana, it's a 6/5,
Yeah.
which is like, whoa.
Yeah, that's pretty huge.
You know, so for me, Houndmaster is the card you want to see more than anything.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think this is kind of a good place to wrap stuff up.
Yep.
I think your losses, on most part, were largely out of your hands, really. It's just like, you just lacked those sort of 3/2s. You could have considered a Blessing of Might.
Yeah, I think the only one that was offered was alongside the Divine Shield. We decided to take the Divine Shield.
Well,
over
you
the Blessing.
decided.
Yeah.
You ultimately have the
Yeah,
last.
right, I ultimately have the mouse in my hand, so it's me who decided, yeah.
That was quite close, but yeah. Like, maybe, you know, stuff like Humility and other things, other sort of lower tier cards that might have been better in that spot.
I think we were probably hoping we'd have picked up a 3/2 by the end of the draft or something like that, which would have made the bubble really good.
A few 3/2s, yeah.
But you know, we ended up using the bubble defensively more than anything else, which
Yeah, it's crap when you have to pass a turn with the bubble stone player. It's useless.
Yeah.
You know, you want to have a minion in play, start your turn, bubble it, be like he did with his Frost Elemental on your Frost Elemental. You bubble mine. That's how it works. And if it doesn't work that way, it's crap. But he spent 1 mana and killed your 6/6, 5/5.
Yeah.
You know, that cost you 6 mana for 1 mana. That's what he did.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's when Pally works.
Yeah. And when it doesn't, it's just that bit clunky.
That seems a really good place to wrap it up. I think we can do a few more of these.
Yeah, I think so, for sure.
They're pretty interesting. And
might throw some together over the weekend or something like that. Or if we, when we're streaming live or something, we might actually use that Twitch channel that's on the left-hand
side. Well, I'll leave you
side.
to wrap that up, because I've got to go take some beef out the oven.
Well, that's fair. That's fair enough. I will let you go and examine your beef. So thanks very much for showing up, Ribbo, and we will hope to see more videos soon. And thanks to everyone for watching here. Apologies the arena didn't go a little bit further, but hopefully next time things will go a lot better. This is Boomer for Caravel Gaming, and we'll see you all next time.